All right, greetings everybody. This video is to show you how to use the application H5P. So for those that have been working on developing Edpuzzle quizzes, this is a good alternative to that. Although it's not the same, it is a little bit more robust, although there are some issues with it that I'll also address later in this videos of how to make sure students are engaging with the material. With H5P as well. But anyway, here we go. So I'm going to go to this module here and open up the content market. I'm going to scroll down to the H5P interactive tool application. I'm going to go to smart imports, and then I'm going to go to a video. And I'm going to click that and import. Right, so now it's transcribing. Now, just while that's happening, if you have a file you also want to upload here, you can do that. Put any kind of link in here. If you like, you could paste text in here from any kind of website as well, or your lecture notes or whatever the case may be. So it's transcribing right now, and step 1 is complete. So I'm going to review text, and it has transcribed that entire video. So I'm going to click continue. And now it's analyzing it, and this shouldn't take too long. And there it is, review concepts. So what this is going to give me is a lot of terms. So if you go through this and you notice a term that you don't like, you can click that out. But these all look pretty good to me, so I'm going to go ahead and click continue. And then selected content types. Now the default is interactive book, which includes most of these exercises, but it just encapsulates them all within the interactive book. But if you wanted to just have a standalone question set or interactive video or just a summary of it or whatever the case may be, drag the words, you would unclick this, or you can just click them all. But for this, I'm just going to have the interactive book clicked. So generate content. It's generating. Shouldn't take too long. This is a short video, so it doesn't take long, but of course, if it's a longer video, it could take up to 5 to 10 minutes. If it takes longer than 10 minutes, something went wrong. Most YouTube videos or any video that I've uploaded successfully comes up, but there are a few videos that I found that just don't work for whatever reason. So just be aware of that. But again, most videos do work. So it's currently generating. It has been finished. So see content. So here's what I just put in. I'm going to go ahead and insert it. And it says successful. So let's take a look at what's happened. There is my unit 5. There it is. I'm going to hide this. It's not ready to launch. And here's what it will look like for the student. They'll click that, let's start. But I'm going to go ahead and go to edit. And this is where a lot of the stuff just kind of go through and kind of learn about it. But let me just draw your attention just to make sure the interface is for the student is as apparent of what they need to do as possible. So I've scrolled down and I'm going to behavioral settings. And the default is to keep the table of contents out. Go ahead and click that and click save. Right. And so this is what it's going to look like for students. They've got an interactive video. There's notes in here that they'll see. There are questions in here that they need to respond to. And it gives them a summary, right? Along with a quiz that they can take and drag the words, right? This is what will be accessible. This is what they'll need to do. Now, the problem with H5P is currently, and I've been told that this is going to be fixed soon, there's no way of limiting their attempt. So they could take this as many times as they want to, in order to get all of the answers correct, right? So the problem there is, well, they probably won't engage with it too much, right? Especially for these quizzes. They're just clicking things until they get it right. Now, most students that I've seen are only taking one attempt, or two attempts. But yeah, it's possible. So what you can do to alleviate that if you find this to be an issue is this here is a transcript of the entire video. All right, 1 second. Actually, let me go to how the student will see it. Let's start. And there's a transcript of the whole video. And what you can do, if you would like the students to take a quiz on this, for example, and make sure it's only 1, 2 attempts, so they actually have to engage with the material, you can go to a pre-existing tool within Blackboard. You can create your own quiz, certainly, but this tool is quite useful. Create, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. If not, it's a pretty powerful tool. Click Save, click Auto-Generate Question Bank, and I want to have a multiple choice. It's pretty short, so I'm just gonna do 5 questions. I'll make it complex. It's generating. And make sure to go through it to make sure the questions make sense and the responses are correct. From my experience, it's been pretty accurate. I've seen a couple of questions that were not, but for the most part, it's pretty accurate. Add to the question bank. Oops, go to bank, title it, Watergate video quiz. There we go. And then down here, just go through the steps to create a quiz. Add question pool. Blah, blah, blah. Scroll down. Hey, there's the test bank. Select all, add questions, and I'll make it out of 3, 1 point each, right? And then you can mess with the settings, save, and then voila. That's basically how, and then I would title that quiz. But that's basically H5P. Let me show you where did it go? Did it insert it? Well, what just happened to it? New test, new document. 1 second here. Okay, where did my interactive book go? I know I just saw it. It's missing for some reason. New test, new document, Korean War. Where did it just go? Did it appear for some reason? Okay. Well, if something like that happens, I'm just going to go back to content market, because your whole list of activities, interactive books will be here. Maybe I didn't going to see content, insert. Maybe I just didn't save it correctly. Success. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I just didn't refresh my page. Okay, so if you don't see it after you post it, you just need to refresh your page. Okay, so just to show you some other things too, in the editing tool, let's say you don't want the entire transcript there, you would want them to really watch the video and not have this available. Well, you can simply X that out, remove item, confirm, right? And then if you don't want parts of the summary or the entire summary, You can X out the abstract. You can keep the key points or you can X them out. I'm going to keep the key points, and then it has an additional summary right there. You can X that out as well. And now all the students for this video, all they will see is the key points. All right, so let's make sure I'm clicking save here. And then just to go back to edit, if you want to edit like the quiz, you would just go here, and there's all sorts of options. You could change the question wording. You can add questions. You could change the feedback. You could change, in case you're having multiple responses, you could change how much each one is worth, the responses are worth, all of that kind of stuff, right? And you can change the makeup of it, all of that kind of stuff, in things like the behavior settings. So you can enable retry button or you can hide it. But again, they're able to complete the quiz as many times as they want to. But anyway, those are the options with it. One last thing. So here is the interactive book. Be sure to go to your edit tool, the date, points, and this is important. Select a category. Now, these are all my created grade categories. Do not create a grade category, or you can create a grade category, but don't assign anything from H5P to a created grade category. Use the default created categories that Blackboard has. And the reason why you want to do this is because if you don't do this, it will not align with the grade book, meaning once the students complete anything in there, it won't post it into the grade book, nor will it even indicate that there was a submission. So I'm going to make this a quiz, click OK. You can put a description there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hide this in case students are seeing it. And there you go. So overall, the way it is now, it's a really robust tool to provide basically practice for larger assessments or things that you're building up to for students. So I highly recommend doing this. And again, you could use it for websites. You could use it, you could copy and paste text into it and create interactive books or quizzes or whatever you feel like you need for your students. Hope that helps, and do let me know if you ever have any questions about this. It's a really powerful tool, and I'm finding a lot of use with it. Sure, there'll be little kinks in it here and there, but this one looks like it's here to stay. It complies with Texas cybersecurity laws. It's something that the college is paying for all to use. So use it to your delight. It's quite useful. Take care. Okay.